To the Sith Casual Tournament, Round 1 Group C. We have, this is difficult, Seth Boite, Seth Boite, Kodaris, Silver Citadel, and Wizzy2K. So, what do you think about the map, Kat?
Okay, this is my favorite kind of map. This is a nomad map. This is a glass colony. There is double glass. There's nomads. There's lots of silicon everywhere. So I'm expecting at least 2 or 3 nomads just to start, I think.
Yeah, and there are nukes, and you want to be nomad so that you can distribute resources. You can cycle out your buildings. Yes, nomad. I don't like nomads. I've said that many times before.
There is scavenger, but the scavenger's a bit of a trap because the nukes. I think scientific's also okay.
That's a very good scientist spot. Let's see, the expensive seems in the middle of nowhere, but still is slow, and he's going for water, which is actually pretty good. And then we have only one nomad, surprisingly. Cordaris. Going for the carbon and silicon mix. Very interesting.
Yeah, we have 2 expansions, which is kind of crazy. You have Wizzy2K doing your kind of no adjacency life support opener. We have Zach is not doing too bad. I don't mind this farm opener, although water's a fix.
I personally would just grab more water to sell it down so that I can get a quick upgrade, then go into food.
Yeah, definitely. One thing to note about Zach's farm is there is a nice god tower next to him, which is maybe something I didn't really pick up on when we were founding that.
Yes, God Tao. They create attract a lot of jealousy, tend to, and you'll get nuked out. But we'll see.
So I'm like looking at this. I don't know how to evaluate this game. I'm looking at Cardarus. I'm like wondering why there's the low silicon rather than the high silicon. There's no water, so despite having lots of nomad spots, this is not a great one.
Yeah. It would be much better if we had found somewhere, somewhere about north, where he got the aluminum. Would be a lot better, at least better than the carbon. So scientists got to level 2, moving on to reactors.
Yeah, I'm really liking Silver Citadel's position here.
I do think Silver Citadel is the most experienced player out of the bunch.
Okay, I know Kodos is usually decent as well. I'm not really aware of the other 2. One thing I would like to see from Silver Citadel is you can go into water before you go into these reactors, just to sort of crash that water price. Because there was a little bit of downtime building reactors there as well, where they had the claims but didn't have the steel, so you could have just got a bit of cheap water there.
Yep, that is a very good play. I like how the nukes are starting to fly. Nuke on water and then nuke on the aluminum.
Yeah, I do like nuking aluminium of the scientists, because scientists are not vulnerable to nukes except for aluminium, and you really don't want 2 claims aluminium as a scientist.
Yes, 2 claims on aluminum is like the last thing you want. If possible, you don't want any claim on aluminum. But that's not gonna fly this time.
In an ideal world, yes. It's interesting Cardarus has stolen the high water from Silver Citadel as well.
It's okay. I mean, it's pretty close by. You get some quite cash injection. It's okay.
I guess we both just mentally allocated them water claim to Silver Citadel when thinking about that nomad claim, that nomad fact.
How much will you pay for this high aluminum?
I'd probably go maybe 28 on this. I mean, aluminium's quite nice, right?
Yep, seems like Cordaris agree with the 28k.
As a nomad, it's also literally a free claim.
Yeah, he just returned it right away.
Yeah, exactly. So Kairos is going straight into glass, which is what I always like to see. And the oxygen shortage is not going to be great for that, but I still think it's fine.
It's still missing $67 without the adjacency. Yeah. He will need to sell some silicon or something to get the glass clan going.
Yeah, it should be auto-selling that glass, just so you don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah, with a grass colony and free other factions using grass as upgrade, grass price will not drop for a long time.
Yeah, one thing I'm sort of a bit concerned about is like no one's really respecting this water price. There's only Zach who's in this double water here.
Yeah, water is very valuable. With nukes around, it doesn't hurt to grab a bit more, especially when all the life support prices were high.
Yeah, and Connor's going to a third reactor now. Again, without that water, I really don't like this.
I like how Kodara's grabbed the high water right beneath the Silver Citadel. It kind of blocked his little water patch, and that's a little nice trick you can do with your being aggressive Ukrainians.
Yeah. One other thing that's happening right now as well is with Nomad found what you normally want to do is obviously because you usually have your second HQ on aluminium. Right now, as a Nomad, you could normally just go like 2-3 aluminium mines, just capitalize on this high aluminium price so much. Whereas this current pound is really showing the weakness of sort of not doing that.
We have a tower auction started by, I'm guessing, Kodaras?
It was started by Wizzy.
Ricky?
I don't know why Wizzy wants that tile. Oh, Wizzy C, sorry. I can't even say the name right.
Wizzy. Yeah. Maybe he planned for Slendra later?
Yeah, and this is like very much a Nomad auction, right? It's in a random spot, you take it, you return it. Cause is looking very bad for debt right now. One concern I do have is not only did Carlos not take the high silicon, but he's also got 3 glass kilns and he's building solar panels off 2 silicon.
Yeah, that is
2 does.
a concern. As scavenger nomad, you want your silicon or carbon income to have at least 4. That's the minimum.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm actually kind of like the spot of Zach's right now. I know his founder's a bit awkward, but he's gone into power, he's gone into water. He's in the right markets, I think is kind of the big thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And is anyone else really getting power? I guess Silver Citadel has got that Geo superconductor which will pay off very soon.
Mm-hmm. He's going for geothermal borehole as well.
Yeah, the old superconductor geothermal borehole, make 1 million power.
A very brave mutiny on the pattern app. It's very rare that pattern app are not defended.
Yeah, especially against the scientists where they get like an extra goon just to do what they want with it as well.
It's nice that Zack double tuned his power. He got a nice little mutiny for free.
Yeah. So I'm really concerned with the Carlos right now. I mean, again, I told you before that water, it's super high, but it's also sitting on so much fuel and oxygen that the price isn't even as high as it looks. Even though it's technically profitable, it's not because they haven't sold down this.
Yeah, it's technically making money, but once he's sold down, he's just losing money, and he's losing money now.
Yeah, it's also bought 300 silicon for like 100 each as well, which is absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, a side effect of that lack of silicon.
Yep. It's a nomad, right? If you regret your choices, you went into too much reactors and not enough water, you can just turn the cream and grab more water.
Yeah.
You got
and
that flexibility.
The benefit of obviously taking these auctions, you do lose your return of claims as well. So that's one thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so something just occurred to me. That auction from Wiziki makes sense now. There's actually return of claims in the market as well. So Wiziki has claim returns startup. So they can actually take the random auctions if they want and just role play Nomad if they...
The plan works well most of the time, except there's a Nomad here, which already have return and claim for free. So
yeah.
So Silver Citadel is going for the long game, going for all the patterns, the superconductor, geothermal borehole, slant drilling. Think machine. How's
Think
Off-World?
machines. Yeah, so there's fuel launches. Fuel launches are fairly decent. Auction, not. I suppose auction's actually okay given the price is so high.
Yeah.
So I don't think this will be an off-world game given how high the prices are right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably make enough on will. But 14,000 for faking machine is still way too cheap.
Yeah, I think as a nomad, you can just always pick it up because you have so much surface area with 2 HQs.
16,000 is a bargain.
Yeah, expansive as well. Again, lots of surface area for that thinking machines.
So Sack going to 4 water trains. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I was just looking at. I'm okay with the triangle. You're expansive. You have the extra water. The fourth one, the single water, is maybe a bit much. I'd rather see optimization center and just optimize water if you're going to do this.
Yeah, that would have been a better thing to do. I mean, with 1 high water, you're very vulnerable to nukes.
Yeah. That being said, he does actually have optimization center up and optimized water already as well. So yeah, I think I don't like this again. The nukes, I don't like this solar one, but everything else I think is. So still have a Citadel building a hacker area. So this is your domain. I'd never ever do this.
It's a bit strange that he'll go for hacker array. What's he gonna hack? Silicon? No, he can't do that. Cam maybe with some carbon scrubbing. He didn't even get carbon scrubbing before moving out of the pattern app. So
Yeah,
which is a
that's
bit
kind of
strange.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the reason being that obviously he was on the pattern lab. It's a solo claim to do something. I'd rather see optimization center there always than a hacker array, but you know, it does make some sense. The water shortage he's doing though does not make sense.
That's just feeding money to Sack, who has 400 water stockpile.
Yeah, I feel as a scientist, you just kind of sometimes you even want to surplus water, just so you don't have to build water claims yourself.
Perhaps
not always. Obviously,
not
you don't
always,
feed,
right? You don't want to, like, before you hack water, you have to nuke out all the water first.
Yeah, of course.
So he haven't done that yet, so it's a bit strange that he's going for that.
Steel shard makes a lot more sense, given that I think he's literally the only person making steel right now. Both expansives actually skip steel.
Yeah. So steel shortage makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm on top of this stockpile as well. Zach is, I think, temporarily ahead in money. Going for the buy on Waziki, I don't like this. I think Waziki is the one person who's not a threat right now.
Yeah, and grabbing him up doesn't help you too much, right? You might as well just get to HQ5, get the lots of claims, and then you can build lots of money on will and off will too.
Say normally do the claims. Obviously, steel is expensive. If you do the buyout though, either buy Cardaris, who is the highest level, or buy Silver Citadel, who is the scientist with pans. It's sort of the long-term advantage here.
Also, both of them, Cordaris and Silver Citadel, they have higher depth, so they are cheaper. They are a better bargain than a level 3 with pretty much no depth.
Yeah, everything screams by anyone else. So I look at that. Zach has no steel for the upgrades. Waziki also has no steel, so I honestly don't think he'll ever make it to HQ4 right now. HQ5, sorry. Like, Silver Citadel is just killing the steel price.
Yeah. If you're Cordaris right now, what would you do to counter the steel hack?
I mean, the obvious thing is to build a hack array to start surplusing it. He doesn't have good access to iron, so you can't really, but a little bit of iron, but you can't really make your own steel, especially as a nomad. You don't want to anyway. So I think you just surplus it. But sometimes it's honestly really hard to notice someone's hacking as well. I mean, I don't think this is the best time to hack, so it kind of goes under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, it's a weird. I mean, I would actually get upgrade first, right? If you hack steel, you're kind of making your upgrade more expensive. A bit of a strange play, I would say.
I think Silver Citadel is just going to go for HQ4 buyout on Cardaris by the looks of it.
The hack and
Okay, Now he's surplusing steel after doing 2 shortages on steel.
I guess he kind of regret on making the steel too much, and then now he had to upgrade. It's like,
Could
oh
be.
no, I have no money to upgrade.
This could also just be like a high level meta player where obviously expecting other people to sort of get into see with high price, let's kill the market now that I've boosted it up. And then you can buy it back when it's cheap.
Yeah. So Xenon is asking why short it. He has tons of steel. Well, precisely he has tons of steel that you want to short so that you can earn more money off it. A bit strange that he decided to upgrade before the surplus end. I mean, the reason you want to surplus is so that your upgrade is cheaper, but now you're upgrading before surplus.
Yeah, made some sense, but I guess you're just impatient.
Yeah.
So the game decides people want steel, let's give everyone an iron tile.
I would grab that.
So this is where Ziki can swoop in with that return claim and pick up his auction with no debt. I think it makes complete sense for Ziki to get this. Obviously, Kadaris, why not? You got a bit of debt, but you are Nomad. I think 28k might be a bit much, given the debt situation.
Ew. It's okay, 28k. He's still in C debt. It's livable. He returned it. Very nice. How much cash does Silver has? Only 35k to answer Xenon's question. He's moving into more steel. Interestingly. So this is where he should have gotten carbon scrubbing. If he had gotten carbon scrubbing, right, the steel tiles can be changed into cam or electronics. Now they can just only be steel tiles.
Yeah, makes complete sense. I think Silver Set is completely committed on this sort of this steel plan by the looks of it. And it might honestly be enough, given the state of the game. If he sells his own stocks as well, there's a bit more money, he might get the buying Kadaris, and that might be enough to win the game.
Yeah. Well, Kadaris does have optimization. A bit too much on water, perhaps. And then he's still below. But I would like to see a bit more spread out. Carbon, having 3 carbon is just way too much. You're better off having more chemical or electronics.
Yeah, I mean, I think actually Kadaris' plan is he's got 1 water, he's going to optimize it to sort of get his water, but really you'd rather just get more claims. Ideally you want lots of claims and optimized, and then you get the more value from optimizations, whereas with sort of a single low water, that's not making good use of your optimizations anyway.
Yeah, and it's a bit lonely to have just 1 single low water. Have you appeared? There's a medium right next to it.
Yeah, well, it was a high, it got nuked down at some point, so that's why it's a low. Yes, I think
very rarely do you need only 1 water tile. I mean, unless you're a scientist, right? Otherwise, you want to have at least a pair.
Yeah, even the scientist has 2 water tiles. That's seriously enough. So this game's actually going very weird. Obviously, Kadaris and Silver Citadel are sort of locked into each other. Zach's just kind of just doing his own thing, and could obviously had early optimizations, and he could subtly get back into this.
He certainly
has to
can.
steal up now as well.
I also like how he spread out his optimization into a bit too much on iron, but it's okay with him given the state of iron right now. But I like how he spread out his optimization. A bit some cam would be very nice, but otherwise pretty nice. Extra cream.
Been sewing these already. If Kadaris gets it, he's already. I think he's picked 3 or 4 claim options up already.
He probably has as many claims as in expensive right now.
Yeah, close to it. That's what you want is a Nomad.
36k.
Interesting that Kadaris is stolen the hacker rate and actually shotting electronics of all things. It's an interesting choice.
Interesting choice. Well, no one else is making electronics, so he's in good position to hack that.
Yeah, but I think glass is always the go-to with Nomad.
Yeah, but and then Sack is already making glass. Sack actually went into a off-wheel with a 30% adjacency.
That's crazy. I don't know how much that cost. Oh, actually only 63k.
It's not too bad. It's good at
How-
30%. He might come back because of that.
Yeah, I'm surprised given the state of the markets that people really want off-worlds right now, but sure.
Well, Offworld is the greatest lie of the game. A lot of people just go into Offworld, but without realizing that you don't really need Offworld to win the game.
Also, this water price is. I mentioned it earlier. This water is certainly winning Zach the game. I think as well. Like it's just gone so uncontested. Mostly due to Waziki's neglect and Cardara's in a single water. So like Zach's had a water monopoly for this entire game.
So Wizzy got into free water as well, so soon the water price will crash. But I like how Zach is going into the cam market.
Yes, that should be a market invested in a long time ago. I think.
Yeah, everyone is using cam, and really, why not? But if he will have to sell out. Does he? Oh, he probably doesn't have what those called auto supply on. That's why his chemical are not really working right now.
Yes, that seems quite likely. So that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that is definitely the right play though.
So I picked 250 each. That's insane.
I almost
Yeah.
wanted to. Oh, I almost wanted to type in, "Hey, turn on your carbon" or something like that. I think he turned them on
I
now.
know.
He auto supply them
I
now.
feel bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, these offer launches are making like 40k a pop as well, and 30% adjacency. So this is anyone's game still. This has been a real roller coaster.
Yeah. Sak has a good chance. Kodara still have a. His chance is diminishing, but it's still okay. I mean, the scientist is not really doing anything special, and the life market only can carry him so long. I think. The offer will do really good work for Kodara very soon, and with the optimization.
Yeah, so one thing to note as well, in terms of optimization, Zach and Cordaris are sort of leading that market. They're both on 14 optimizations roughly. So, like, long term, like, this is... Alright, this game is absolutely crazy. I think Zach needs to understand that, like, Riziki is not his threat right now. I think he's going to buy it and it's going to really cost him, but... whoever buys Cordaris, I think, wins this game. Okay, I don't mind buying Silver Citadel now as well. That's fine.
Yes, buying to Silver Citadel actually is the best choice right now.
Yeah, definitely. So now, when Silver Citadel buys Kodaris, he's just so far into Silver Citadel already.
So Silver Citadel is in a very crappy situation right now. If he buy Cordaris, then Sak will have a very good start advantage, not to mention the off-world to earn him money. It
Yeah.
will be tough for him, for Silver Citadel.
I think this spot in the game is where a lot of, I'd say, newer players and even moderately experienced players tend to struggle, because this is the point where it's like, I'm making this buy, I want to buy this person, however this person's buying into me. Most people will commit to this buy, but most of the time it's usually wrong. Like, sometimes you have to cut your losses, give up on the buy, and sort of, you know, give up on the fight. Otherwise, the third person, he's just going to buy you out.
Yeah. But Cordaris will be a very profitable sub with optimizations and an off-world that has 40% adjacency.
Kodaris is a great sub, don't get me wrong. The question is, can it pay off before Zach gets the money to buy him out? I don't think so.
But will he have enough money to buy Sak out if he back off Cordaris?
I don't think he'll have enough money. I think Zach is the biggest money maker right now. And he's already like, what, past halfway? Way past halfway with the 5 shares of it.
And he can always use the mutiny on the sub off-world for even more income.
The fact Silver Citadel's hacking water as well is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, the water monopoly all game from Zach is just being compounded even further by his hacks. I don't know if Silver Citadel realizes how much water he has.
Yes. So the thing about hacker array is that you have to be very aware of what everyone else is doing. Both Wizzy, 2K, and Stack are spending a lot of water. So there's no way you can actually outproduce them. You only have low water compared to the other people having high water. You, at this point, maybe I'll even hack fuel or surplus water, or hack food where they don't have that much food to go around.
Yeah, with water prices this high, and you as a scientist, I think going for life support's kind of a safe bet because nobody wants to make it with this water price.
Yep. So SAC has 430k, getting close to the buy, 74%. I just hope that he doesn't buy the wrong person.
We've seen it happen before, even at the highest level. You get excited, just see the button, you press it, it's like, oh, I was buying the person.
You have to resist the bit shiny red button and wait for the better buy.
So yeah, as Zaki, if you really want to, you can sell your own stock and buy Silver Citadel, but it's honestly not necessary at this point.
I would still do it that way because I really want to secure the bid. Like I don't want any changes, right? So if I can take a buy right now, I'll just do it to avoid any changes cost. Yeah.
I like to do it as well. You sell the stock, you say, "Come on, buy me. It's a free stock." They buy it, and you get it back instantly when you buy them.
Yep. When you're winning, right, you want to eliminate all the variables. There's a food shortage coming up, but a bit too late for Silver Citadel, I think.
Yeah, the water prices just now finally crashed right as the game is coming to conclusion. Let's look at the profits. Yeah, Zach has made 450k off water.
And
That's
I think
more than it's made off worlds.
Yeah, I think he'll have to thank Silver Citadel for hacking water for him.
Yeah, it's a combination of Silver Citadel hacking water and Cardaris never ever picking up all water.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sort of, I know it's not over, but it kind of is. To summarize this game, I think Silver Citadel was off to like a really, really amazing, great start. Did everything right, sort of planned for long term, and then he sort of fell into the hacker array trap, started hacking non-stop. Never got optimization centers, never got off-worlds, no real late game besides the hacker array to sort of continue snowballing ahead with these advantages that he had.
Yeah. So at this point, Stack can actually sell out of his 5 stock to have enough money to buy him buy the remaining last person out.
Yeah. At this point, Zach could go and sell all of his stock, go and make a cup of tea, and Wizuki still won't be close to buying him anyway.
Look at this, 50% adjacency on the off-wheel.
That's crazy.
Closing into the buy. Did he just build a
launches.
second off-wheel? No.
Yeah, he's building a second off-world.
He is building a second off-wheel.
At this point, winning style, he's showboating. Probably didn't realise how he can just win by just letting the money come in.
Probably. A lot of times people don't realize, especially newer players, don't realize that if you don't build an off-wheel, you can probably win. But if you build an off-wheel, it could have cost you the game. Not in this case though, but he built an off-wheel and he still have money to buy off. See. Okay. GG, well played.
Yeah, that Cardaris sub alone was making over 3k a second at the end, which is crazy.
So Stack is first, Silver is second, the other two are third places. Let's see if
I think that's somewhat reasonable.
Yeah. Do we have to
definitely a nail biter of a game.
Yeah, I mean, both Stack, Cordaris, and Silver at one point they all had a chance of winning. It was really nice. Very exciting for the first game. Let's see. So how the points? So 10 points for the winner. Oh, I don't have a permission to edit. Let me ask
Yeah, you should probably get that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that game was. I don't know how to summarize it. That was a really enjoyable first game to cast. It wasn't like a stomp. It was anybody's game.
Yes, it was definitely a fun game to watch. To add
I
to
want every game
this.
that is today.
Next we have Creepy Many Copies, I'm Chaos, and Joyful Rogue. Actually, all of them are good players.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a much, much, much higher level game compared to what you saw.
Yeah, I expect like black market will fly everywhere. I mean, they didn't do too bad in terms of black market in this game. I have seen newer player games with even lower black market prices, but this is pretty good.
I mean, Zack and Citadel, 17 and 16 users respectively. Other two, 9 and 8. A lot of usage. Goons were 170k at the end there. Everything else was 50.
Yeah, it's pretty good like usage of the black market overall, which is good. I guess this is a casual tournament after all. Unlike new players, we will see a lot more black market going on. Okay, let me just open